She's in the orange, the peach. Oh, thank you. Where's y'all?
Right there with the head, the boy, the pink girl. He has this so on this road that I'm on, 1, 2, 3,
Oh, he's on. 1, 2. He's next to the pink.
Yes.
Okay, he's just leaning back. We can't see him. He's leaning back. Who said the same thing about her? She was slouching down up there in the cafeteria. I said, girl, you better sit up straight. What? Quit tapping me. I don't know. They're trying to fit him in where his name is.
Anybody touched your hair?
Yeah, he did. I'm gonna tell her not to feed you. Oh, I see him now. He's so handsome. Go right there. She keeps looking at me and trying not to laugh.
Sit down.
Good shape. Beautiful. Smile. I got confused where they're supposed to go.
If you're wanting to come get a group picture, come do it now. I'm going to count down in just a minute. And then y'all got to get out of my way for my picture. They look too good.
Look familiar, Jayla? You were just here. Now we're back for Maddie. Hey, baby girl.
No, turn it around real quick.
Oh, here.
I'm your side chick now.
Oh, I'm trying to find Madeline.
Look at all the mommies and the daddies playing paparazzi.
Oh yeah, it's my turn.
Angel, go play paparazzi. There she goes. Watch her fall. Watch her fall.
All right, those in front that have already taken 15, you need to make room for others.
There you go, her scalp.
Y'all are lucky Mr. Morris is stuck in traffic.
You just snap it.
We're starting a little late.
Her. The way talking, she thinks she's funny.
Which one?
The way talking. Exactly. No one thinks she thinks she's funny, honestly.
I'll let you have some time.
Which one?
Oh, honey, there is so many babies here. It is ridiculous. They are
All
everywhere.
right, I'm counting down. 20, 19, 18, 17,
Emily?
16, 15. Look at me. 14. I don't even know what number I was on actually. 13. Hold on. 12. 11. Look at me and smile, 5th grade. 10.
Make sure you send those to me.
Ugly.
Just a bit.
No, you don't want these pictures. They're not good. They're for fun pictures.
Smile, everybody. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Jayla, your addiction with children is scary.
She's right though. They're everywhere.
See? Sit up.
Good evening, 5th graders. Oh my goodness! Okay, one more time. It's evening time. So we say evening, it's not morning time. Good evening, 5th graders. Good evening, much better, but you don't sound like you're about to be done with 5th grade. Do they, parents?
No.
What do y'all think? Good evening, parents and family members. We sure appreciate you guys coming out tonight. This is always one of my favorite evenings that we do, just because I love seeing the kids dressed up and the parents are all happy and nobody's in trouble, and it's just great. So again, I just appreciate you coming out and enjoy the evening. Take lots of pictures. We're going to turn it over to Miss Gordon.
Okay.
Hello, parents and students. Welcome. I would like to start by just saying that I am standing in a spot where many, many years ago that I won't tell you, and I won't tell you how many years ago, I performed and sang on the stage many times in the 4 years that I was here at Lithia. And so if you love to perform, you can do the same thing, and you're starting out the right way if you are involved in music. And I've even talked to many of you who haven't been but are going to when you get to middle school. So I hope you'll do that, whether it be band or chorus or whatever you want to get involved in or have the opportunity to be involved in. Okay, I'd like to start by also recognizing my chorus members. If you will just stand where you are when I call your name, please. Brooklyn Morales, Madeline Clark, Amberly Williams, Letitia Ray Lee, Kendra Roberts, Jalen Reed, Sarah Wallace, Kaylin Kamek, Lamardia Anderson, Jada Kroon, Jeffrey Fitzgerald, and Bryce Anderson. Give them a hand, please. Thanks, you can be seated. They worked really hard this year. We performed 2 musicals, and then probably more than most groups that I've had throughout the year at different events at Mount Carmel. Thank you so much for being involved, and I do hope you will continue to sing and do whatever it is that you do involving music. I would like to next recognize a group of students who I have the privilege and honor of taking to what's called Honor Chorus. The music teachers in the county are allowed to choose a number of students that they feel can learn music quickly and would do a good job representing their school. So when I call your name, I would like for you to come forward. These students actually learned 6 pieces of music fairly quickly. Sometimes they had to miss their recess. We had 2 outside rehearsals at Chapel Hill Elementary School, and then they performed with about 120 other students around the county. They did an awesome job. It was a lot of fun and just a great experience for these guys. So when I call your name, if you'll come up and get your certificate, please. Brooklyn Morales. Bryce Anderson. Jalen Reed. Letitia Ray Lee. Amberly Williams, and Kaylin Kamek. There are many of you whom I've had the privilege of teaching since you were in kindergarten, and they're just special memories for me. I hope you have some good ones too. I'm excited about you moving on. It's always exciting for me too, like Ms. Seymour said, because when you've been with a group of students as long as we get to be in PE and music and art and the media center and other areas in our school, we get to watch you grow up and change and mature, and that's what's happened to most of you, so I'm excited for you. I'm going to recognize just a few more students. The first person I'd like to recognize is a student who is quirky and fun, and she likes to sing, and she's always available, and I know that she's probably going to be performing somewhere, somehow in her future. Brooklyn Morales. This next student is someone when we sing as a group or perform if we're in a musical. If I'm crying, he starts crying. And if he's crying, I start crying. He's just very emotional, but it's such a great quality to have in music because if you're allowing the music to move you, then you are truly a gifted musician. And I think he will continue. I hope he will because he has a beautiful voice and a lot of talent. Kaylin Kamek. This next student I'd like to recognize has been committed since she was in kindergarten to music, and just a very sweet student, a great leader all around. I know all of her teachers would attest to that, and she has a beautiful voice. I pray that she will stay involved in music, and I will miss her dearly. Amberly Williams. This last student that I would like to recognize is very special to my heart. He's an all-around wonderful student and young man, and someone that I would want my sons to be like. He is very gifted in many ways, as an artist, as a singer, an actor. He makes me smile. I'm going to miss him so much, and I can't wait to see the big things that I know he's going to do. Jalen Reed. Good luck, 5th grade. My prayers will always be with you. I hope I get to see you, and I can't wait to see what you're going to do. Good luck.
Good evening. I am Mrs. Deese. I am the art teacher. I haven't seen these guys in weeks because today is my first day back from maternity leave, and it is so nice to be able to look at all of your beautiful faces right now. I've missed you guys, and I hope you've missed me too, because we've had some good times together. As Ms. Gordon was saying, we have the pleasure of teaching some of you since you're 5 years old, and we've made some connections, some heartfelt connections, and we're going to miss you next year. I just have a few awards I want to present to some outstanding artists. And the first young lady I'd like to give the award to, art is her strength. It has always been her strength. I've talked to her teachers before, and they say she can do anything as long as it's an art project. And she's very humble about her art, but I know that it will take her through the rest of her life, Miss Aaliyah Thomas. The second student is also one of those quirky little 5th graders that we love. She's very into her anime, into her Asian art. She's always bringing in the most beautiful drawings that she spends a lot of time on. I see art in her future as well. I can picture her as a high schooler with her friends drawing her anime. Come on up, Maggie Johnson.
No, 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 back girl. That's something I would expect you to wear.
I'm going to do the same thing Miss
It's
Gordon
cute.
did about the same student. This last student is an incredible young man, and he's that student that you could always rely on. Anytime I have an art project that I need done, I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot to do the cover of the chorus musical, and I'm like, hey, Jalen, will you please do this for me tonight? And he does the most amazing job. And he is kind, and he is humble, and just a wonderful young man, Jalen Reed. And I don't know how his mama is going to survive this evening.
Oh, his mom was crying.
And there are so many of you I wish I could recognize. I love you all so, so much. And I wish you the best in your future.
I gave you
Come
tissue.
back,
Can
we
you
would
take
love
it
to
to
see
her?
you. We might forget your names, but we'll always remember your faces.
Good evening, I'm Mrs. Squire, the media specialist, and I have a few recognitions to do. First, I would like to recognize our RAM crew. And this is a group of students who present the morning announcements each day, as well as collect Media Center books and help us shelve and keep the Media Center organized. And as I call your name, I would like for you to stand, please. And they also give up their recess every other day to help us, which is a big deal for fifth graders. As I call your name, please stand. Lanaya Bessman was director, graphic designer. Sound tech graphic designer, Kelvin Johnson and Letitia Ray Lee. News anchors, Amberly Williams, Aurora Donnelly, and Santiago Gordon. Meteorologists, Devin Martin, Madeline Clark, and Brooklyn Morales. Media helpers, Michael Ola, Vanessa Ligamari, Anna Thompson, Michaela Morgan, Jamia Webb, Jenamar Lopez, Tavis Russell, Rashad Walker, Kevon Howard, and Joshua Garrett. Thank you, guys. I would also like to recognize 3 fifth graders who served on our safety patrol this year. And if you will stand when I call your name. Kelvin Johnson, Tavis Russell, and Letitia Ray Lee. Thank you, guys. They help every morning with procedures in the hallway. The last award I'd like to give out are the Reading Awards for the Reading Celebration and our Reading Hall of Fame plaques that hang in the Media Center. As I call your name, if you will come and get your certificate, please. The top 2 point earners with AR from each homeroom will be recognized. So for the third celebration, in Mrs. Edwards' homeroom, Hiba Jafar and Miles Williams. For Mrs. Head's homeroom, Christopher Samano and Jenamar Lopez. For Miss Henderson's homeroom, Michael Ola and Colin DeCosta. For Mr. Morris's homeroom, Madeline Clark and Damaris Orozco.
Oh, Bella.
For the top
My sweet Maddie
2
Belle.
point earners, I guess we should have left some of the guys
My little
up here.
princess.
Be some of the same ones. Their names will
Sassy
be on the
pants.
plaque in the Media Center for the Reading Hall of Fame. They were the top 2-point earners for each homeroom for the entire year. For Mrs. Edwards' homeroom, Hiba Jafar and Miles Williams. For Mrs. Head's homeroom, Aurora Donnelly and Jenna Mar Lopez.
Yay, Aurora!
For Mrs. Henderson's homeroom, Michael Ola and Colin DaCosta. And for Mr. Morris's homeroom, Madeline Clark and Jason Townsend.
Woo! Go, Maddie! Yes, I'm that mom. I'm proud of my kids. I did it to you too. I know she said something smart. I don't know what it was, but I know she said something smart.
Congratulations, Williams. I wish you the best of luck as you go to middle school. And have a great summer, and remember to read this summer as well. Thanks.
Madeline doesn't read.
Good evening. My name is Barbara Cunningham, and I'm with the Douglas County 4-H here in Douglas County, and we are through the UGA Extension Service that we have here. And I'm here tonight to acknowledge some of the excellent fifth grade students that you have at Mount Carmel School that you should be very, very proud of. It's been a privilege for me as the 4-H leader at Mount Carmel now for 3 years to work very closely with two remarkable fifth grade teachers, Mrs. Henderson, we've been together 3 years, and I absolutely adore her, and Mr. Morris, who I worked with this year, that has just been wonderful. Douglas County 4-H is very active in a lot of community service projects. We collect children's books. We've done over 1,500 of them the last couple of years and give them to children's hospitals. We collect food for our food banks around the county. And maybe your children are always asking you for pop tabs. They come to me, and those pop tabs are turned in, they're recycled, and that money is sent directly to children's hospitals around the state of Georgia. And this year we reached our goal of over $100,000 for a collection of pop tabs all over the state of Georgia to give to Excellence Children's Hospital in Atlanta this year. We also provide scholarships for camps and special programs, and to our graduating high school seniors, scholarships there. So as the year comes to a close, we always like to start by recognizing the teachers, because without their support in the classroom and what they do to help us, it would be impossible to have this program. So again, I'd like to say a special thanks to Mrs. Henderson and Mr. Morris for giving us the opportunity to be in their classrooms and to help with science projects or anything that we need to do in there. A big thank you also goes out to your principal, Mrs. Seymour, for allowing us to be there too. We appreciate it and don't take anything for granted that we have. One of the things that we do in 4-H, and each classroom does that, is elect officers. And so I have some leadership awards that I would like to give out tonight. These children decide to run, and then they campaign either for president, vice president, or class representative. And their task is to run the monthly meeting that we have so that the flow is very smooth in there. So as your name is called, I would like for you to come forth and get your certificate. President of Mrs. Henderson's 4-H Club was Letitia Ray Lee. Vice President was Sammy Vega Veltro. In Mr. Morrison's class, the president was Madeline Clark. In Miss Edwards' class, it was, I hope I don't ruin this, Nassar Elamina, the seer. And vice president in Miss Edwards' class was Angelo Black. Class representative in Miss Edwards' class, Jalen Reed. Every year we recognize a student who we feel has done some outstanding leadership things. Sometimes they attend other programs that we have. But this young lady, I think, went above and beyond the call because the last few months, due to some circumstances, she was the only one running her club meeting. And so this award as 4-H'er of the Year for Mount Carmel goes to Madison Clark.
Madeline. Not Madison, it's Madeline.
And also we try to have a contest each month by accruing points, bringing in pop tabs or community service projects if you get so many points for doing your demonstration. And it all accrues, and so we pick a club of the month, and then at the end of the school year, we put those points together and we have a club of the year. And so most of the club of months went to Mrs. Henderson this year. Mr. Morris gave her a run for her money for a couple of months there. But we would like to present the Club of the Year award to Mrs. Henderson. She will also be getting a big plaque to put in her room, and the only name on that plaque is Mrs. Henderson's for the last 3 or 4 years. So somebody better give her some run for her money next year with that. Again, let me thank you. Parents, you have wonderful 5th graders. I've enjoyed working with them, and they have been so cooperative for me this year. And I'm excited to see what middle school and 6th grade has for them. I want to remind the 5th grade students that you can still keep active in 4-H with the clubs that we have. We have after-school clubs and so on. And we still are running our summer programs that we have. So if you're interested, parents, see me about the Clover Strong program afterwards. We have some exciting things that we're doing with our kids this year. And we just want them to stay in touch with 4-H. It is the largest youth organization in the world that they're a part of. So again, I thank you, thank all the teachers for allowing us to be here, your principal also, and have a great middle school and a great rest of the year of what's left for you at Mount Carmel. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Deputy Henry Timms with the Sheriff's Office here in Douglas County, and I'm the blast instructor here and also the SRO. And what BLAST stands for is bringing life and skills together. And at the end of our lesson, the children do an essay, and we pick one overall winner to represent Mount Carmel Elementary. And this year, it is Chris Flowers.
It's Kareem. Babe Ruth. Angel, forgot who you were, Kareem.
Good evening, students and parents. I'm Miss Kelly, and I am presenting the awards for Miss Warren, our school counselor, who had an accident in her elbow, so she's not able to be with us tonight. But she wanted us to recognize our student council students and our ambassadors. They really work hard in the building. Whenever she needs them to do things, they're there. They're actually saying, Miss Warren, we gotta meet. And they come find her. Miss Kelly, have you seen Miss Warren? So on behalf of Miss Warren, I'm gonna call your name, and if you'll come up and shake Miss Seymour's hand and receive your certificate. The 5th grade Student Council President, Jeffrey Fitzgerald. Homeroom Representative, Hiba Goffer. Student Council Secretary, Lanaya Bestman. Homeroom Representative, Andre Todd. As Andre makes his way up, I'm going to go ahead and call his name out also for, he was not only a student council representative, but he was also the student ambassador. Mr. Jeffrey Fitzgerald, student ambassador. Hiba Goffer, student ambassador. And Lanaya Bestman. Congratulations, boys and girls. And Ms. Warren is really sad that she's not here, but she expects big things from you in middle school.
Good evening. I'm Miss Houston, and I am very honored and very blessed to have been a Junior Beta Club sponsor along with Miss Henderson this year. Tonight we would like to recognize a distinguished group of students who were inducted into the Mount Carmel chapter of the Junior Beta Club. These students have maintained high grades, conducted themselves in an ethical and moral manner, and have been of service to their school and community. Our Beta Club officers worked together to make sure our Beta meetings were always focused, organized, and centered around service projects that we affectionately call Servant's Heart projects. These Beta members have sharpened their leadership skills this year, and their love and compassion for serving others has truly grown. This year, the Junior Beta Club organized and facilitated 3 Servant Heart projects that benefited our school and our community. Box Tops for Education was a year-long project that Beta members helped with. They joyfully trimmed all those tiny little box tops and helped raise money for our first aid supplies in our school clinic. Next, the Beta members wrote thank you letters and made goodie bags for the Douglas County Sheriff's Department to show our gratitude and appreciation for their hard work and dedication to our community. Lastly, the Beta members facilitated a school-wide project called the United Way Shoebox Project. The outpouring of kindness from our students, parents, and staff members helped our school collect 1,883 individual items. Those items were then sorted and used to fill 86 shoe boxes that were distributed to help homeless families in our community. We are tremendously proud of all their hard work and dedication to helping others.
At this time, we would like to recognize the Mount Carmel Chapter Junior Beta Club members. Please stand and face your parents when your name is called. Audience, please hold your applause until all Junior Beta Club members have been called and recognized. Nasir El Amin, President. Bryce Anderson, Vice President. Amberly Williams, Treasurer. Jalen Reed, Secretary. Madeline Clark. Aurora Donnelly. Hiba Gafar, Letitia Ray Lee, Devin Martin, Tyrell McDowell, and Michaela Morgan.
Good evening, parents. Good evening, fifth graders. I have some very special awards that I would like to present this evening. We'll start with our Roadrunners Club. For the course of the year, the students need to meet with me Friday mornings at 7 a.m. We get up early and we exercise first thing. And we often meet throughout the course of the year on Saturdays and Sundays throughout the community. The Roadrunners have to compete in a minimum of 4 races in order to letter in the program. And the first award that I would like to give is to Miss Ramira West. I'm not sure if she's here. Ramira, come on down. And while Ramira is here, I would like to present her with her letter, but also a second place award for our the bear run that was taken earlier this year. And if the children continue to meet their goals in the Roadrunner program, they first earn a letter, and then secondly, for the subsequent years after that, they will earn a bar for their letter, for their letterman's jacket. And the next student is Madison Collette. She'll earn her bar for this year. All right, and another student, I have had the luxury and the great pleasure of teaching since, when he was in first grade. I got to teach him in the classroom. And then he became a Roadrunner later when I became the coach. And this student, Kyle Martinez, has also earned his bar. Come on down, Kyle. All right, and there are several different awards that I would like to give out this evening, and I'm going to say a little something about each and every student, so that I will choose to recognize. And if you could come across the stage and receive your certificate, please. This first student has already been recognized several times this year. Tonight, his character and the way that he carries himself and throughout the school building. When we're playing games, no matter what he does, he carries himself with class that will take him throughout the rest of his life. So I'd like to give the Sportsmanship Award to Mr. Jalen Reed. And the next student that I would like to recognize is by far the most competitive student that I have taught this year. And I would like to give most competitive to Mr. Nasir Alamin. He talks a big game, and usually he can back it up. All right, so the next award is, I'd like to call it the Double Trouble Award. It is to the best male runners, distance running, sprints. I love when I give them the challenge of running. They get out there together and their stride is just amazing. It's impeccable to watch. They're truly gifted runners. I recruited them into the Roadrunner program a little bit later than the rest of my children, and a little bit after the fall. But for the best male runners, Joshua and Jason Townsend. Y'all make sure you walk back to your seats. Don't run. All right, and This next student, she is just a wonderful student. She tries her best. She listens. She gets things very quickly. And I would like to announce that the best in Newcomb, which is one of my favorite games that we play, is Miss Kendra Roberts. All right, and for the next award, I have had the pleasure of coaching this particular student the entire year, and no matter where I go in the county, I show her off to all the other coaches. I say, watch what she's going to do, and boy, I can't wait to see what she's going to do throughout the rest of her career. Miss Ramira West is Best Runner Female. And this next student, one of our favorite activities we do, kickball. The kids just beg me to play all the time. So I try to fit in my curriculum and what the state has me do. And they say, but Coach, can't we just play kickball? And most of the time I give in when they ask really nicely. But the foot on this particular student is unbelievable. And I would like to present Best in Kickball to Miss Amberly Williams. And earlier I was able to present the Male Sportsmanship Award. I'd also like to give a shout out to the female who just really shows the 7 habits in the gym. Anytime we're playing a game, she just is one of the best students that I've had the opportunity to coach. And that is Miss Allison Payne for Best in Sportsmanship. I just have a couple more students I want to recognize. This next student, anytime that he hears the pound of the basketball on the floor, he just gets so excited. At lunchtime, he wants to come over and play, just to get any more time on the basketball court that he can, and that is Mr. Devin Martin.
Not Payless either.
All right, and then so for my last award that I'd like to give, I'd like to recognize 3 young ladies who will do anything that I ask them to do, although self-admittedly, or they've admitted to me that their favorite class may not be PE. And so we always try to let the kids find their niche or what they can excel in. And these 3 particular ladies are what I would consider the best in scorekeeping, because they said, Coach, we may not always want to play, but we know the rules, and we could really help you keep score very well. So best in scorekeeping, Vanessa, Maggie, and Brooklyn. Come on down. And 5th graders, I just really want to let you know how much each and every one of you mean to me. It has been my pleasure to serve and work with you, and just know that you can do whatever you put your mind to it, that all of us here are here to help you, but it's up to you to make sure that you fulfill out your destiny and your dreams. And let's start now. Let's do it right. Have a wonderful middle school year.
It's not all stay. It might be Adobe. Not Lexus, it's not Pez. I think it's Dell.
All right, good evening, parents. Now it's time for our Leader Awards. And before we begin, I just want to go over what the exactly what the children are getting. Mount Carmel, we are a leader in the school, and so we have Leader Awards for our children. The L Award are for students who have received all S's in class and specials. The E stands for Excellence Award. That's for students who have received all A's and B's, or all B's. The A Award is the Attendance Award. Students who have perfect attendance with no more than 3 unexcused tardies and or early checkouts combined. The D Award is the Determination Award. That is for students who have shown tremendous determination and improvement. Students, when your teachers read your name, we'd like you to stand, turn and face your parents so they can get a good picture of you all, okay?
Good evening. All right, for my class, Miss Edwards' class, for the Leadership Award, we have Kaylin Kamek, Nasir Elamine, Sierra Erskine, Hiba Gafar, Ramel Harris, Maggie Johnson, Vanessa Ligamari, Adrian Magana, Tyrell McDowell, Brooklyn Morales, Gabriella Morris, Jalen Reed, Matthias Sarr, Kylan Weber, Justin Bibbins, and Love Ridgway.
For the L Award for Miss Head's class, Bryce Anderson, Stephanie Avila, Lanaya Bestman, Brooklyn Citizen, Aurora Donnelly, Jeffrey Fitzgerald, Christopher Flowers, Alan Garcia, Santiago Gordon, Kelvin Johnson, Jenamar Martinez, Michaela Morgan, Jazelyn Smith, Anna Thompson, Joshua Townsend, Sarah Wallace, and Jakai Howard.
For Ms. Henderson's class, Edgar Aldana, Jada Kroon, Faith Cooks, Colin DaCosta, Bryson Flagg, Emily Gay, Marion Harris, Letitia Ray Lee, Devin Martin, Michael Ola, Allison Payne, Kendra Roberts, Anaya Sims, Aaliyah Thomas, Andre Todd, Sammy Vega Belcher, Brandon Warren, Ramiro West, and Amberly Williams.
Mr. Mark's class, Madeline Clark, Madison Colette,
Kiss my baby. Look at my baby.
Henderson,
My
Rashad
precious.
Walker, Jason Townsend, Nia Shirley, Jada Petit Louis, Lamardier Al Anderson, Hope Cook, Emmanuel Fallaren, Marvin Kennedy, David Rivera, Travis Russell, Travis St. Fort, Davion Crabtree.
Okay, the next award that I'm going to read are the Excellence Awards. I'm going to do all A's for this 9 weeks. My first award is Justin Bibbins, Hiba Gafar, Miles Williams, Trevor Brown, Vanessa Ligamari, Nasir El-Amin, Jalen Reed. All right, have a seat, thanks. All right, and the next one is for all A's and B's or all B's. I have Raquel Bonner, Kaylin Kamek, Tyrell McDowell, Jayla Pratcher, Sierra Erskine, Ramel Harris, Brooklyn Morales, Matthias Sarr, Maggie Johnston, Adrian Magana, Gabriella Morris, and Kylan Weber.
For the E Award, receiving all A's, I just have one student, Bryce Anderson. Receiving all A's and B's, Lanaya Bethman, Aurora Donnelly, Jeffrey Fitzgerald, Michaela Morgan, and Anna Thompson.
All A's for Ms. Henderson. I like to call the double trouble. Devin Martin and Andre Todd. All A's and B's, Faith Cooks, Colin DaCosta, Emily Gay, Kyle Martinez, Michael Ola, Kendra Roberts, Aaliyah Thomas, Sammy Vega Belcher, and Amberly Williams.
All A's, Lamardia Anderson, Emmanuel Falarin, Rashad Walker. A's and B's, Madeline Clark, Madison Collette, Davion Crabtree, Travis St. Fort, Anthony Hayes, Kavon Howard, Marvin Kennedy, Damaris Orozco, Jade Teague, Jada Petit-Louis, Tavis Russell, Nia Shirley, Destiny Sims, Jason Townsend, and Janine Webb.
All right, our attendance award for this 9 weeks, this is no absences and less than 3 or less tardies. I have Raquel Bonner, Vanessa Ligamari, Nasir Elamine, Brooklyn Morales, Love Ridgway, and Matisse Saar. Good job.
Miss Head's attendance award, and parents, if you'll stand when I call your child's name, because you are a big part of why your child is here every day. Bryce Anderson, Joshua Garrett, Santiago Gordon, and Kelvin Johnson.
Yes, we would also like for Ms. Edwards' parents to stand as well. Will you stand at this time, please, if your child received an attendance award? Thank you for getting them here. All right, Ms. Henderson's A Awards of Parents, if you'll stand as well. Edgar Aldana, Bryson Flagg, David Miyaga, and Devin Martin.
And parents, please stand as well. Madison Collette, Madeline Clark, Emmanuel Falarin, Anthony Hayes, Travis St. Fort, Rashad Walker.
All right, the last award that we're reading is the Determination Award. We were tasked with choosing 3 students that we think have really shown a lot of determination through this last 9 weeks and even throughout the year. So my awards go to Vanessa Ligamari, Tyrell McDowell, and Ramel Harris.
That's gonna be fun.
For determination, this 9 weeks, I've chosen Alan Garcia, Bryce Anderson, and Anna Thompson.
This 9 weeks, I've chosen 2 children who just really work hard for me, and those 2 children are